right though. He was the Captain Caveman, man. Okay.
No, you lost with that one. You lost with that one.
You know, conjunction, what's your function? Oh my God. Or we could do another one about music or movies.
Yeah, we can do movies. You'll lose to that one too.
You'll lose to that.
Here we go. Hello and good morning here, my YouTube fans. This is Rich here again. We are here on a Saturday morning. So Saturday morning will be when I release this. Most likely it's going to be a Saturday morning where you guys are. It's partly sunny and cloudy. We just had the sun just a few seconds ago. Now it got cloudy, so I know the sun's about to pop up again once again. I'm here with CB on a Saturday morning.
Morning.
And we are at a wonderful cafe. It's a cafe not far from my house called Stong's Cafe. I had to be careful every time I say it because it sounds like it's saying thongs. It's kind of windy too.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
You gotta cover the microphone to ready to fly off on the table.
Yeah, we're at Stong's Cafe. We're gonna have a little coffee and a little bit of breakfast here going on. But what we want to first talk about is breakfast cereal. What did you have for breakfast cereal early in the morning?
You mean back in the day?
Yeah, back in the day.
Back in the day, my favorite cereal, one of my favorite cereals that I liked was Trix.
Okay.
Trix are for kids.
Yeah. So, you know, back in the days, because me and CB are from the same era. So when we were kids back in the 70's and 80's, we used to look forward to our Saturday morning breakfast cereal. My favorite breakfast cereal back then was Sugar Pops, and yeah, I like Sugar Pops. Sugar Pop was cool. It was on.
That cereal would get so soggy.
Well, if you leave it there, but you know, it was cool, and all of a sudden it get nice and soft and crunchy at the same time. I loved it. My favorite one back then really was Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles.
And I still like Fruity Pebbles. It's like whenever I get a chance, I always order it in Japan to have it. So Fruity Pebbles was my favorite breakfast cereal.
What about Captain Crunch?
No, Captain Crunch. No. Captain Crunch will tear your mouth up. That's what's it.
Yeah.
Every time I ate that above my mouth, it's got torn up. So
yeah, I mean, it would put you in the ER for sure, you know. So.
Definitely.
All
right. When you get a chance, send in the comments. Let me know what your favorite breakfast cereal is or was.
You know, growing up.
Yeah.
You know, Gen Xers out there. You know, so please let us know in the comment section below.
Okay. Now, we're not here for that. We're here for a little bit more technical. Me and him had a kind of a fight and an argument about what was the best Saturday morning cartoons. Saturday morning cartoons.
Exactly.
If you guys didn't see what Saturday morning cartoons was about, take a look at this.
The indisputable leader of Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Sharp up and step. Who's your friend when things get rough? It's Bud Helmet.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
Tennessee Tuxedo. Tennessee Tuxedo.
What can they do for fun? Go, first watch them go.
Yippee-yi-yo, galloping on.
I'm the ghost that's known as Casper. I want to be a...
So, that's Saturday morning cartoons. Yeah, we had a big argument because he was saying, "Oh, I love Saturday morning cartoons, especially this," and I'm going, "What?
Look, I had just normal favorite cartoons that pretty much most Americans like. He liked the cartoons that were just weird. Just weird.
Dude, now it's on. Well, I want to let you guys know, while I was setting up, CB was going through his iPad here, asking Google.
Well, wait a minute.
You're like, oh, Google, what? Yeah, thank you. What was the best? I'm like, really, dude? Really?
Hold on. There were just so many cartoons back then. I can't remember them all. I just can't. Just off the top of my head. There were so many that I liked.
That's why my phone was ringing off the hook yesterday. Google was calling me saying,
"Oh, really?
Oh, Rich, what was this cartoon name? Blah blah blah."
Google called you.
Google called me so many times asking me about Saturday morning cartoons.
Oh, Your Highness.
I know Saturday morning cartoons. I know them. And with that being said, I'm going to throw out the number one Saturday morning cartoon was back in the day. Why? Back in the day, basically, Disney dominated what characters, for example, Mickey Mouse and Goofy, et cetera, et cetera. And then you had Looney Tunes, which had, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and those. But those were like, they had their days. But Hanna-Barbera controlled a majority of Saturday morning cartoons. So Hanna-Barbera had an advantage because they could merge different cartoon characters, and they was always up with the current event. So what was really popular back in the day, that's why Hanna-Barbera dominated Saturday morning cartoons. So my number one cartoon, I would say, was Super Friends.
You like Super Friends?
Yes. Aquaman was my favorite back then.
Well, I like Aquaman too.
Yeah.
But you like the Wonder Twins?
I hated them.
Yeah. You always had that one twin that turned into something like water.
Yeah. I hated
Just
them.
useless.
Yeah. But why that happened was basically Hanna-Barbera had the Wonder Twins as their own cartoon, but it wasn't working. A lot of people wasn't feeling it, so they merged it with the Super Friends. So what was your Saturday morning cartoon?
One of my favorite Saturday morning cartoons was Popeye. I love Popeye. You can't go wrong with Popeye. Okay, and Popeye was good, right?
No.
Why not?
No, it was the whole olive oil that it was like what he was going through with that little skinny olive oil wasn't cute, and they all fighting over that little skinny character. Oh, I didn't like that.
Yeah. Popeye had character.
No.
He was tough as nails.
No.
And he took no crap from no one.
I didn't like it.
You know.
Boring.
Oh.
Boring.
Anyway.
Boring.
All right. And your next one is?
My next Saturday morning cartoon that was top rated was Josie and the Pussycats.
Josie and the Pussycats.
Oh my God, that was another Hanna-Barbera, and I had a thing for the girls. Every time the girls were wearing that little leotard outfit and everything. Oh, I loved it. Gave me a big turn on. So yeah, Josie and the Pussycats. At that age, anything excites you.
It's starting to scare me, man.
Yeah. So what was your favorite Saturday morning cartoon then?
Well, another one, a favorite cartoon of mine that I loved was Smurfs.
How do you like my new hat?
Where did you get this yellow hat?
We found it in the woods, Papa Smurf.
Smurfs was another one that I enjoyed very much.
Okay.
Very great cartoon. The comics were even better, and you had so many Smurfs. I think it was like around 87. Each one had its own distinct personality and characteristic. It was great. It was a great cartoon.
Which again, that was a Hanna-Barbera. Hanna-Barbera pulled out the Smurf back in 1983. So yeah, it was good. I concur. Smurfs were good back then. Smurfs were good back then.
Thank you.
Another one of my favorite cartoons back then was educational. Was Schoolhouse Rock.
Oh, definitely.
Interjections.
Ah, you threw the wrong way.
Darn, you just lost the game.
Hooray, I'm for the other team.
Interjections.
Oh,
Darn.
hooray!
Generally set apart from a sentence by an exclamation point or by a comma when the feeling's not as strong.
Definitely.
I
agree
loved
with that.
Schoolhouse Rock. I loved it because it came with an educational twist that helped you back in when I was a kid. the songs would help you. I was like singing songs, you know. Conjunction, junction,
What's your function? It was
Oh
great.
my
It was
God.
a good cartoon.
Yeah.
I watched it. I remember, when my parents got me the album.
Yeah.
I forgot what to call. The vinyl.
Yeah.
I think that's what they call them now. The
Yeah.
vinyl. It was great. I used to listen. To beat the songs to death.
Yeah.
3 was a magic number.
Yeah.
12 it was great. It was
Noun.
great. Noun.
Interjection.
Government.
Yeah.
What is a bill?
Yeah.
All of that. It was
Yeah.
great. Educational, and it stood the test of time even to this day.
Yep.
Kids, go back to watching School Rock. Don't watch any of this other crap that they have on TV.
Yeah,
Wasn't good.
I use it today, even now with
Yeah.
my children in Japan. Japanese children, they want to know certain rules and how to remember certain English grammar rules. I always pull that out of the video and show children that, and they like it. So
Right.
yeah, Schoolhouse Rock, you can't lose with that. Okay.
Okay.
So what was yours?
From Schoolhouse Rock.
No, that was mine. Schoolhouse was mine.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
do
sorry.
yours.
Sorry. Excuse me. Bugs Bunny Roadrunner Show.
Okay, Bugs Bunny Roadrunner. Yep.
Bugs Bunny Roadrunner.
Yep, that was cool.
That marathon never got old. It never got old.
Yeah.
Okay. Wile E. Coyote. Okay.
Still never caught the Bugs Bunny.
He never caught the Bugs
I
Bunny.
mean, he still never caught Roadrunner.
I mean, he was gangster. That
Yeah.
dude was gangster.
Yeah.
He tried every trick in the book. Never could get the bird.
Yeah. I would say my last and final one was Fat Albert in the Gang.
Hey, hey, hey! It's Fat Albert, and I'm gonna sing a song for you. Important.
Fat Albert in the Gang was my last and final one because back then, which was a Hanna-Barbera, you can't go wrong with that. You know, nothing against Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby had nothing to do with that. That was one of the longest ongoing cartoons. Was Fat Albert. It was educational, and it kind of broke the spectrum of just characters and real life situations. So that was cool back then.
Right.
Yeah.
It was.
I loved Fat Albert in the Gang.
Yeah.
What was yours?
Land of the Lost.
To the land of the lost.
Okay, I like Land of the Lost. Okay, the reason why I like Land of the Lost because I was a little kid. Remember, we're the same age.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs. You can't. It was great. Okay, this family going on a raft, and flying. Oh, hold on, just one second. Our drinks are here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So dinosaurs, Land of the Lost. I didn't like the story right. I didn't like the characters. It's like, nah,
You didn't like the character?
nah.
No. Well,
That's good.
is it good? Come on.
So, Land of the Lost. My extra characters that I could throw in there were Scooby Doo.
Where are you? We got some work to do now. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you?
Scooby Doo.
Scooby Doo.
Scooby Doo was okay.
Yeah, Scooby Doo was good. I liked Scooby Doo because it was kind of a mystery. It was always like a mystery, kind of horror cartoon. Yeah, I liked Scooby Doo.
Another one that I liked was Sigmund and the Sea Monster.
Oh God, come on, dude.
Rotten sea monster.
Sigmund, you're through!
Scram! Get out of here.
Talking about friends, knocking at your door, friends.
Come on, they singer was, the singer was cute. He was this little blob of green seaweed, running around. He was cute.
Yeah.
And he had, his two crazy brothers, Blob and Slob. They were just, just always trying to get him.
Yeah.
The singer was good.
I hated that freckle-faced boy, that redhead freckle-faced boy in that character. I always hated him.
Why?
I just never liked him. He was
like a jerk.
He was always kind of too cocky. He was like, he could do anything. It was just, I didn't like him. I didn't like him. I didn't like
Sounds
him.
like someone I know.
No, I didn't like him. He turned me off. Now, one of my most hated shows back then.
Which one?
The Boogaloos.
The Bugaloos, we're in the air and everywhere, flying high, flying loose, flying free.
The Boogaloos.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, dude, what are you doing? Get your hands off.
You don't want to share that?
No, hell no.
Fine. Here's your tissue.
Yeah,
Take
there
that
you
one
go.
too.
Thank you. Yeah, the Boogaloos. I hurt myself by saying, yeah, I remember the Boogaloo. I hated that show. And I went back on YouTube and played it. And I'm like, oh my god, I hate that song. Oh, I hated that song. The song was atrocious, and the story was even more atrocious. So yeah, Boogaloos, I hated it.
That smells good. You need help with that?
No.
Well, hey, what are friends for, right?
It's tuna with mayonnaise.
Oh, yeah, you can have that.
Yep. So I hated the Boogaloos.
You hate the Boogaloos. Well, I'm trying. Well, if you can't think. Well, what was another cartoon that was just bad? I know what HR Puffin stuff.
HR Puffin stuff, who's your friend when things get rough? HR Puffin stuff, can't do a little pleasure, can't do any.
Yeah. Red Bull.
Oh, okay.
That was another hated show. HR Puffin, that was another hated show. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I like HR Puffin.
Didn't like it.
HR Puffin stuff was, But I'll tell you what was a good show back then, what everybody loved as a true red-blooded American was Shazam.
Shazam was, and Mighty Isis was.
Mighty Isis was
Both
great
together
too.
in the
And then they
Shazam
had what,
Isis
Electric
Hour.
Woman and Diner Girl.
Another
Oh,
classic
my
one.
God.
You didn't like that one? You liked
No.
it? It was
That
was great. That was great.
No,
You didn't like that?
That was a joke.
Fine.
And I'll throw another one out there.
Okay.
The Lost Saucer.
I don't even remember that one.
Oh, Yep. They had a lot of stories like that. A whole bunch of stories were jumping out like that back in the days.
Yeah, well, they did. They had a lot of great stories, but there's also a lot of stuff that was coming on that where you said, what is this? So.
Like you mentioned Johnny Quest.
Yeah, that's right. Johnny Quest was another great one.
Yep. Johnny Quest was
Johnny
good.
Quest was
Another Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah, yep. You never could go wrong with Johnny Quest. What do you think about G.I. Joe?
That was not a Saturday morning cartoon.
No.
Wasn't Saturday morning.
Was it Saturday morning?
Nope.
No, okay.
It wasn't.
Okay. Strike that from the record.
Yeah.
Not G.I. Joe.
Hong Kong Phooey.
Hong Kong Phooey. That was okay.
Hong Kong Phooey. Because it was during the 70's era where karate was a big thing back then. That was right after that song, Everybody Watch Kung Fu Fighting.
Yeah, Hong Kong Phooey was good, you know, but also Speed Buggy.
Right.
Speed Buggy was a great one.
Yeah.
Sock it! Sock it!
Back then as kids, we had Matchbox and Hot Wheel cars. Speed Buggy came out. It was great. And the kid was just talking car, every kid wanted one.
Yeah. Yeah.
That and Sea Monkeys.
Yeah. Come on, man. I'm waiting for you to say it. I'm still waiting for you to say it.
Say what?
That Captain one.
Oh yes, and another one was Captain Caveman.
That was
Right?
That was horrible.
Okay, what
Captain-
was so horrible? What
that
was so
was-
horrible about it?
That was like Flintstone. It was like a Flintstone character.
Don't diss the Flintstones.
No, I love the Flintstones. It was
Thank
like
you.
a Flintstone character, wino, a homeless wino guy with a baseball bat that looked like a turd. I hated that one. Oh my god, I just hated that. That was horrible, horrible.
Captain Caveman was a classic.
You know,
It was classic. You don't know.
it wasn't.
You don't know.
It wasn't.
You just don't know. Huh? You know. I mean, come on, man.
So let's wind this down. So I say the number one cartoon I say recommended was Super Friends.
Okay.
Then number 2 was Josie and the Pussycats. And number 3 I would say Fat Albert and the Gang. What's your number 1, 2, and 3?
I would say Popeye.
Nope.
I would say Bugs Bunny Roadrunner Show,
Mm-hmm.
Land of the Lost, and definitely what Pink Panther.
You didn't say that before.
Yes. Well, the three.
Okay.
Popeye, Land of the Lost, and Pink Panther. Okay, those 3. I'll put them in the top 3.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a poll up,
Yeah.
and
We'll list them again.
Yep, we're going to put a poll up, and I would like you guys that are during our era to judge, to tell me what you think was the best cartoon back then, and we'll see who were a better,
Yeah, who was right? Okay, so
yeah.
you know that.
Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, hit the like button. Please send a comment, and please let us know what you think is your favorite cartoon too. We look forward to hearing that. Until then, we'll see you again. Bye bye.
All right. You finish that sandwich?